Hi, my name is Kalela Joseph and I'm reporting for Global Girl Media. I'm here in front of the San Francisco Chronicle building, and today we got the chance to interview Audrey Cooper, the first woman editor-in-chief for the San Francisco Chronicle newspaper.
I had a few run-ins with the press when I was in high school and also in college, and I thought that I could do it better than some of those people I met in the media. I didn't think they always told accurate stories. I also think that in order for people to have thriving communities, they have to have information about what's happening in their community, and you can't have that without a free press and journalists writing stories about it or videotaping stories about it. When I graduated from college, I became a reporter. I was a political reporter. I covered the environment for a while. I covered school board meetings and city hall meetings, and then I became an editor, and I found out that I was a lot better at helping other people make their stories better than I was necessarily in doing it myself. I'm the first woman to be editor-in-chief of the San Francisco Chronicle. I'm also the youngest woman in U.S. history to lead a major newspaper organization like this. Speaking to editors across the country, most of them tend to be middle-aged white guys. That's just, you know, of the 25 biggest newspapers in the country, I think now only 4 of them are run by women. Most editors are men, and there are a lot of reasons for that. It's one of the biggest reasons is what we do is a 24-hour-a-day job. Well, when most women get to a point in their life where they want to start families, it can be very difficult to do this job and also have children. So you tend to see that a lot of women drop out of this profession in about, you know, their early to mid-30s. We have a hard time of keeping women in the industry. One thing that happens in every newsroom around the country is there's a table we either call the cake table or the free table, and it's where everybody puts the cakes for birthdays or anniversaries or, you know, whatever event we want to have cake for, or the Giants winning the World Series. Sometimes we get cakes and we give them to the staff. And what would happen every year, or every time we had one of these, is the editors above me, the men, would stand up and they'd give their speech and they'd say how great everything is, and people would clap, and then they'd come forward to get the cake, and the guys would leave, and the cake would sit there uncut, and nobody would cut the cake. And I always found myself going forward and like starting to cut the cake, even though I was a senior editor. I shouldn't be cutting the cake. Like, why aren't the guys cutting the cake? And I think that's because it didn't even occur to them to cut the cake. My number 2 editor, the editor right under me currently, is an Asian American woman. Many of our department heads are women, and in the last 2 years, I think we've hired about 20 or 25 people, and I think only 3 of them have been heterosexual white men. We put a lot of effort into trying to have a very diverse group of editors, mostly because you can't cover a very diverse community without a diversity of people looking at the issues too.
My name is Kalela Joseph and I'm reporting for Global Girl Media. This is our world and my voice.